A striking display popped up in Riverfront Park this afternoon, showing the true cost of war. Thanks for staying up with us. I'm Aaron Luna. This is Nightside. Volunteers spent hours placing roughly 1,500 headstones around the Lilac Bowl, honoring some of the U.S. soldiers killed in Afghanistan and Iraq. New on Nightside, Kyle Simchuk shows us the group behind that powerful display.
Well, this weekend, Spokane is hosting the Veterans for Peace National Convention. Members from all over the West Coast are in town. These headstones have traveled all over Washington State, and this moving memorial is large, but only shows about a quarter of the lives lost in both wars.
Driving over the Spokane River and through Riverfront Park, something may have caught your eye.
People can read a number in the paper about casualties or even see a name in the paper. But to come out here and see the markers.
Not just markers, also names, stories, and notes from people who knew and loved these soldiers.
And one of the first times we put up in Tacoma, I think it was 3 or 4 soldiers been out for a jog along the Sound, and they saw us, and they sat down on a planter and just started crying.
David Didmore is the president of the Tacoma chapter of Veterans for Peace, a nonprofit that wants governments to solve disputes without war and violence.
With the start of the Iraq War, our numbers multiplied and took us up to about 5,000 members.
These markers represent roughly 1,500 soldiers who died in Iraq and Afghanistan, only about a quarter of all soldiers killed.
This is a big enough project for us right now. It was created by a couple of peace groups in Seattle, and they maintained it for several years.
The 1,500 names were picked randomly, although the group is trying to include every casualty from Washington State. Those markers have a ribbon on them.
We walked around and we saw this lilac bowl, and when I saw it, I realized this will be perfect.
The display will welcome other members for this weekend's national convention in Spokane. David hopes other people will come to reflect as well, because to him, Memorial Day is every day.
And setting up the display took time and money. The group had to pay about $2,000 for a 3-day permit. The memorial will be up through Sunday at 3. Members of Veterans for Peace will be there to answer questions. They're also accepting donations. Aaron.